What's up, guys? For the hell of it, one here. Finished up work early, and I decided to come out, make you guys a YouTube video. Lots changed. I've moved. Okay, now I live in a condo building, so shooting tests are gonna be a little iffy. Echo 1 MRF snapped in half. G&G's been traded away, so now I have two new guns, but in this video I'm going to talk about my main gun. I've had it for about 6 or 7 months now. It's the G&P Canadian carbine. Okay, if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically the G&P M4A1, but set up in a Canadian C8 body. Set up in a Canadian C8 body. Down here a bit. So here it is. Okay. This is not how it's going to come pretty much at all. But what it comes set up is pretty much your standard M4 setup, being the 14-inch, just the stock barrel. The 14-inch with the handguard, triangle sight, carrying handle, A2 pistol grip, trigger guard. Excuse me again, LE stock. I've swapped everything else out to get to my preferred play. This is the build that I've been working on and aiming for. I had it set up as a Mark 18, and I had that with the AFG, a PEC box, no flashlight down here, 10-inch barrel, and I recently was able to get the build going because I had lost the original flash hider, which is a clockwise flash hider. Luckily, my new gun, which is the Ares S-Class M4 CQB, came with this, so I swapped out the barrel on that anyways, and I had this lying around. I thought, yes, I could finally throw in my 14-inch barrel, get the look I was going for, and then I decided buy everything else I wanted, pretty much. So I've been running this setup for about 2.5 months now, and I fucking love it. Internally, not much work has been done. Not much work has been done. Pretty standard stuff. G&P comes with an 8mm reinforced gearbox, solid. If it isn't broken, don't fix it. That's my motto. I did have to change a couple things though. Being the spring, for obvious reasons. M8, M90 springs. So right now we're pumping around 340, 350. Other than that, internally is pretty much stock, except I put the Ares hop-up in here as well because I just loved the way it was shooting in the Ares, so I thought, fuck it, let's see how it works in the G&P, and what a good idea it was. I couldn't think of the words there. Anyways, 6.01 type bore in there. Comes out to about here. I'm not sure of the exact length. Hopefully I can get a little bit longer to really just use the full capabilities of the 14-inch barrel. Externally, though, that's where a great deal of modifications have been done. Starting from the rear, inside the buffer tube, you have Dean's connectors. So it's a buffer tube LiPo. I got 7.4 in there. With the M90 spring, the 11.1 was not working out, so I bought the 7.4, and I have to say, I'm much happier with it now. It's an M160 motor, G&P M160 motor in here. I'd say low 20s on the RPS, which is perfect for me. I run 60 around mid caps, and it works real nice. And usually I'm not even in full auto. I'm usually semi. Gun's safe, by the way. There's no battery connected. So yeah, MOE stock, probably a replica. I don't know. I got it in a trade. Some paracord on there. I also put some electrical tape around the buffer tube to stop any possible wobble. G&P steel sling mount, okay, the 3-point kind. This is a pretty new addition, about, I'd say, 2 to 3 weeks, is the Element G17 pistol grip. I had the MOE on here that came in a trade package with the stock, and I bought this for my Ares build, and then I realized how much I liked it, and I said, fuck it, let's put on my main rifle since I like it so much. So that's on there, pretty tight fit. Had to do some sanding in the motor hole to get the spring to actually function through it. The bottom is still not flush. Nonetheless, the motor works perfectly fine. A MOE style trigger guard. It's not Magpul, unless that's some type of Magpul symbol. It's like a lightning bolt almost. I don't know if I showed you guys the trades yet, but you got the Dimico C8A1 5.56. It's not focusing. It's being a piece of shit. Made in Canada under licensing from Colts Manufacturing Company Incorporated. Which pretty badass trades, if you ask me. I live in Canada, for those of you that don't know. And I'm pretty fucking proud to be it. So, you know, the more brandishing, the better. So yeah, that's pretty much that for that. Let's get up to the top here. Echo 1, well, Troy, it's from my Echo 1, but it's the Troy battle sight. Pretty solid rear sight. Hopefully I can swap those out for something. I'm looking at the APS Rhinos. If anyone's used them, let me know how they are. I got the scope. I have a red dot. I have no idea who it's made by. The box it came in was completely blank. There's no trademarks on the gun, on the dot, except for up here it says Leupold Mark IV. I looked it up, and the Leupold Mark IV is actually a Mildot style scope, like a legitimate scope. So I don't know why that would be on there. It's not even like a replica of it. It kind of looks like the VISM red dot with the laser and flashlight, but it's not. Anyway, so it's pretty nice. Metal construction underneath, then a plastic sunshade type of thing going on here. Red, blue, and green. Only downside was the mount itself is really small. As you can see, there's no rise to it. So underneath it, I have a LaRue, well, Element replica of the LaRue Quick Detach EOTech riser. Now this would usually be used to get your EOTech up to the perfect height to use with your magnifier, and it just happened to work perfectly with this. You have the quick detach here. You're going to want to tighten up this little bolt, and then there's a little ball bearing here that you're going to want to tighten, and it's on there. Even if I disengage the quick detach, which just slide and pull, it's still not going to come off. So rock and roll. Up front, the business end, LaRue 9-inch RIS, if you can see the trades. Okay, numbered rails, just covered up with all the clips. And it also says live free or die. It's not monolithic. Okay, as you can see, the nut here. Pretty easy to install. I don't have a vise or anything, so I had to use my hands and some pliers. That's why it's all scratched up. But nonetheless, it's pretty straight in my books. The rail itself is pretty nice. You're gonna have to get a, or you're gonna want to get more stability. Is the LaRue gas block. If you guys can see there, it's a steel gas block with a chrome gas tube right there. And there's also two anti-rotation pins, which I do suggest trying to thicken up a little bit with some electrical tape, just to stop. Under a lot of pressure, there's a little bit of a side-to-side thing going on. But now I got it all tightened up perfectly. Magpul RSA replica, paid $8 for it. It works fine. The paint's coming off like a bitch, but I don't really give a fuck about that. LaRue index clips. Okay, 60-pack, covered every single available rail slot that's not being used for something, so that worked out wonderfully. And they give it a real nice feel. I like a nice slim, sleek feel to my rifle. As you can see, I got the flashlight mounted underneath rather than on the side, because I like to keep the sides clean, okay, for when I pop out and whatnot. Compared to my old setup, it's a pretty big change. I used to run an EOTech and all that stuff, and bus. But I'm a lot happier with this. When I was building this, I had in mind, like the less plastic parts, the better. So I didn't want to get like the M3, and I didn't want to keep the ambus on here. So I just went for stuff that I know is built well. But anyway, so yeah, the LaRue index clips, gray rail covers. This is the Aries front grip, vertical grip. A little bit longer than your standard grip, but a little A little bit longer than a stubby grip, a little bit shorter than a standard grip. Works out to be just about the perfect size. Of course, the Troy front sight up here. And underneath that, I have a Ultrafire 1000 lumen flashlight. I don't remember the exact brand, but it has a couple modes, as you can see. There's strobe, SOS, 3 dimnesses, all that good stuff. A little bit of an engraving on the G&P outer barrel, which is really cool. Yeah, you guys can't fucking see that, but it says 5.56. It says 5.56 NATO. Other than that, a body mod I did was this whole dust cover thing. It comes with a really shitty pot metal dust cover that doesn't move. It stays up. You gotta hold it down to adjust your hop up. You can see your cylinder shell and everything. Honestly, just a real piece of crap. I reversed the spring, threw in this Echo 1 dust cover, Echo 1 mock bolt to cover up the hop up, and it either comes back with the charging handle, and if you just let the charging handle go like that, it'll stay like that so you can adjust your hop up. You can't see my hop up because, yeah, like I said, it's the Aries one with the rear thing, but as you can see, the nozzle is down there. I don't think I missed anything. Overall, real solid gun. Couple gripes with the body, but nothing to complain about. The mag wall's a little iffy. I got some electrical tape in there because I didn't have any Velcro at the time. I usually run plastic 60 rounds, like I said, but for storage purposes and whatnot, I keep metal high cap in there because it's my only metal mag, and it looks the best. Okay, but you can see, little wobble, like you're not going to notice it when you're playing, and they still drop out perfectly fine. Run an MS2 sling, that's why I got the RSA, quick switches. I've also been shooting a lot with my left hand recently, so what I'm thinking about grabbing is a ambidextrous mag release. But yeah, other than that, it's a really solid gun. If you guys have any questions, there's pretty much nothing about this thing on YouTube. So if you guys have any questions at all, let me know in the comments and I will gladly answer them or make videos for you guys. If you guys want to know how to remove the dust cover to do this, if you have a G&P, because I know G&P doesn't like to put functioning dust covers on their guns, just holler at me. Comments, likes, obviously all that stuff is much appreciated. About a week or two, I might be doing a guest movie review on a buddy of mine's channel. His channel's called Anthony Turin. If I can link it in here, because I do upload this straight from my phone. If I can link it, I'll put it in the description. If not, I'll comment it or something. Anyways, if just pretty simple, just type in Anthony Turin, you'll see it's Wake Up Now. And we're going to review some movies, so look forward to that. And that's pretty much it. Not much else I can think of. Make a video on my Aries when the build's done. I don't want to show you guys just yet. I'm going to get a shooting test of this done, even though it's in my condo. What I'll do is I'll set up like a garbage can down there with a little target. And I'll just kind of shoot cross range so you guys can at least hear the rate of fire, what it sounds like, the accuracy, and all that good stuff. So that's it. Rock and roll. I'm out.